right, so I'm rolling now.
So basically, and I've got the bag of all the cables we took off of this. If
I don't
you want
even
to
need
take
them.
them,
No, you can.
okay.
They're all yours.
They were 2-aught, which is half this size,
Yeah, they were small.
and then this fuse in here was a 300 amper.
It needs to be bigger.
And
right.
yeah, when we called the Magnum, they said, "Oh my gosh, that could start a fire if those
Oh my
cables are
God.
not properly sized." Because you have 400 amp worth of battery here, so these cables, crazy how much they cost. But this is all new.
But if it's
Yeah.
protecting you,
The other thing is the whole system was grounded with the cable this size, so we bolted a massive 4-aught ground.
Yeah.
So it's all 4-aught all the way through.
Excellent. Okay.
So-
Super.
And then this switch here is what disconnects. That's only going to disconnect the inverter.
Oh.
okay.
That can stay on. What you don't want to do, and they say it's smart enough to know if you're plugged in and you're turning your generator to not, but I still don't know what would have spiked. He thinks that fuse blew because the inverter got a load
Okay.
and it wasn't heavy enough, so that's the safe spot, so
Yeah.
it blows that.
Okay.
So
Okay. So I don't necessarily have to turn that on or off anymore. Is that correct?
no,
Okay.
but I would say if you're going to use your generator
Yep.
and or plugged into shore power, you don't need the inverter.
Leave it off.
So leave that off. That way, if you ever inadvertently hit the button or something,
Yeah.
you don't spike it.
So when do you use the inverter?
The only time you ever use the inverter is you have no shore power.
Okay.
You're not going to use your generator. Let's say you stop on the side of the road
Yeah.
and you want to run your microwave or make a pot of coffee.
Yep.
That's when you hit your inverter on, and then it's going to draw from these batteries through your inverter to create AC.
Okay.
Okay.
And they say that this is probably enough to run an air conditioner. The problem is you wouldn't want to do it for very long.
Yeah. Okay. So to run the air conditioner, you either got to be plugged into shore,
Yeah.
or the
Or generator.
generator's got to be going.
Yeah. And then you're fine.
Okay. Wow, we're lucky we didn't have a fire.
No kidding. Holy cow.
Yeah, so that's all that stuff.
Okay.
Boy, and I'm glad that we were really concerned. We left your rig up here because we had several break-ins up here
Oh my.
right after Christmas and before Christmas down there where they were stealing stuff off of rigs, and we kept this locked in right up front here. 'cause
Thank you.
This is like $4,000 right
Yeah.
here. We didn't want that to happen.
All right. So interesting. I was told that when I turn it off, it shuts all power to the
Who told you
rig.
that?
Knucklehead Alan.
No, you're still gonna, if you're plugged into shore, you're charging, you still, through these cables here, like this one, or this one, is still tied into your coach. So you could run your slide rooms will work, everything, like you could run your fridge on the battery, you could run your furnace on the battery, and propane, obviously.
Okay.
And with these 4 lithiums, I mean, you're never going to have a shortage of power.
And the solar panels are charging the batteries.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
Yep. And when you're plugged into shore power, it's charging. And we set up the charge rate so it's, because these have a different charge rate than a wet battery or a lead acid battery.
Okay.
So that's adjusted.
Looks great.
Yeah.
Looks terrific.
Yeah.
I'm excited about
Those
that.
are fat cables too.
They are.
Yes, they
That's
are.
like what you put into a house.
Well, that's terrific.
Well, and